Welcome back to another match with the Watchers. My name is Sci-Fight, and tonight I'll be casting the awesome match with Mr. High Noon. Noonie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. Today we have Team Nevermore up against Magna Ignis. Should be a really good match. And before we begin, I have Final, the coach of Magna Ignis, with me. How you doing, Final?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. You guys seem pretty solid coming into this tournament. This tournament in particular just seems very stacked. I haven't been casting too many of these matches, but from what I've been watching, the talent has definitely improved from each tournament on, and now we're on the Watchers 5, where there's a lot of competition. You guys both are entering the winners bracket round 2 off of pretty good standings. You guys went up 3-1 against Serendipity Esports. How are you guys feeling coming to this match?
We're just hoping to play our game and be able to maximize on some certain rule sets within the tournament, and especially with the hero saves and hero bans.
That's a really good
being
strategy.
Able to mind game people away.
Yeah, I feel like not a lot of teams will take advantage too much of it. Our in the past couple of tournaments, this team that isn't in the tournament now, called Aptix Esports, was the best at figuring out what the other team does and punishing them for not knowing their own picks. And basically, the coaches have a lot more say in the match than they ever have. You guys have a really big say in choosing which heroes to ban and pick, and that whole draft phase is going to lead to some big changes tonight. Do we have anything to pull out in particular against Nevermore?
Nothing particular against Nevermore. Nevermore kind of plays in the style that we're used to playing against, not necessarily countering, but knowing how to deal with very, very well, and making sure that we take out key points that they're used to playing around, and then forcing them to play in our game.
That's a really good answer. Got a couple of meme questions. So do you put the peanut butter on your peanut butter and jelly sandwich on first, or do you put the jelly on first?
I don't eat peanut butter and jelly.
Oh,
nope.
That's sad.
This is already going downhill.
Yeah. And Ash or McCree?
That Ash.
Oh, that's a good one. All right. Well, that was those last two questions were a bit of a dud, but we'll be moving on to the first map of the game. Thank you so much, Final, for stopping in, and good luck to your team coming into the series.
Thank you.
So, first map gonna be Junkertown. Very exciting matchup. Interesting answers to the question. Man, I've never heard of a single person that doesn't eat peanut butter jelly.
I've heard it. Well, I mean, there's gonna be some people. What do you mean not a single person? People are allergic to this stuff, dude.
That's true. Maybe he was allergic. I don't know.
And I don't know, man. He just didn't seem like he liked peanut butter and jelly.
Feels bad.
It's such a convenient snack, too. It's just like, you have this, whatever jelly you want. The strawberry jelly, grape jelly, just,
yeah,
mango jelly, just anything you want. And there's chocolate peanut butter. I don't get it, dude. I don't get how you can hate such a nice, convenient meal.
It's all right. We got Junkertown started up, and Magna Ignis, the coach of which we were just talking to, are going to be the first ones to attack here. I really like this map in that it's got big, huge sightlines. The first through the point map. Huge sightlines, a lot of snipers can be played. Bunker is pretty dominant here as well. You can always run goats. Goats is super reliable. And then as you get into these second and third points, the map starts to become a little more claustrophobic and really shuffle down into something that is very narrow as you're getting into point C. Should be very interesting how these teams adapt to the size of the map coming towards, and yeah, I'm super interested to see these picks come out for both teams.
Definitely. On this kind of map, you can run Pharah, as you can run a lot of things. Pharah is one thing I've always seen on here. Since the first part's so open, you can fly anywhere you want. You can fly behind the team, you can fly around. But as soon as you get into the little chokehold on second point, you can't really run far anymore, and you're forced to adapt. So, but I definitely think snipers on first point can dominate, but you just have to really have them popping off as they should.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be seeing 3-3 on the defense from Nevermore come up against the typical bunker comp with a Widow. And it looks like they're going for... Nope, it looks like they're going for double sniper. This will be super interesting to see how Magna Ignis really incorporate these crossfire. They're going to need to scout out. And they're going to change up to the 3-3. Which sounds about suitable. You want to play this composition so that it sets up for the next point. Even if you end up losing the first couple of fights, you're going to be A-okay.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like they're going in for their damage at the moment. You have them both just swinging back and forth with their Reinhardts, but you have double snipers. You don't really have a lot of damage to send into this kind of goats comp. If they want to charge you, you're going to have to land your shots perfectly, or you're going to... Oh, well, they moved off the snipers, my bad. But as you can see, it's kind of just 3-3. So it's whoever wants to get more aggressive. They're trying to get aggressive right now at the moment, though. Yaiwa actually takes down Pandino. And it looks like as soon as they get that pick, the rest of the team's just going to fall apart. That's very good for Ignis, but not very good for Nevermore.
Yeah, it's going to be okay, even if this card is going to slide back a little bit. You're not wasting too much time. There's only a minute knocked off the clock, and the cool thing is your Zenyatta and now your Brigitte have ultimates. So you're going to be able to force ultimates out from the enemy team, and because your team has the payload and the extra healing, you're probably going to end up winning this fight just because of that. Here we go, the Brigitte rally.
As Sue pulls off his Brigitte rally, he's going in. They also get theirs from Nevermore. Here comes the hammer down. Ooh, that's big. Getting the Brigitte out of the fight. Ali already down. And that's really rough. You had both the rallies popping off, but as soon as they lose theirs from Nevermore, well, it's just going to become rough. Ooh. Here comes Tony with the Transcendence, however, just trying to keep his team up a bit longer so they can force in more damage. Pandeno goes down from Mist. Yaiwar takes down Zeus. That's just huge for them.
Yeah, this is really dominant from Nevermore here. They utilize that Shatter to its maximum potential. Yeah, Mist is already 50% to the next one, and Pendo here not getting as much value off of his just up to 16%. Here's the Graviton.
Ooh,
they're not wasting any time with this.
And the bomb. Ooh, Vanguard gets a 3-piece. That was beautifully executed with the Graviton Surge and just the bomb in general. That's nice to see. Ignis really needs to step it up here. They're getting... they're not going to be able to get through here. They're still on first point and they've lost a lot of time.
Yeah, this is really dominant. This is really dominant Goats play coming out. We do have the Graviton. And the cool thing is Zeus's Graviton, if he gets some energy, it's not going to be answerable by Nevermore here because they don't have any kind of Transcendence or support ultimates on the... They need to make sure to go kind of soon or this Brigitte is going to get value off of it.
Ooh, here we go. The ground from Zeus and the bomb going behind him. If he doesn't swap around, doesn't really get any value, but here goes Ali going after War. That's a good pick from them. Hammer down comes in from Mist, but here comes the beat drop just against that. Tony cops up with the Transcendence. And it looks like, Ignis is just, they're not having fun here. Nevermore is just popping off these support ultimates and going right at them. They're going so aggressive even after all their ults are gone. They just, I don't know what Ignis can do here, to be honest.
And Essel had this amazing shield that shielded the bomb completely from the Zarya as well. Just crazy plays. That grab bomb combo didn't end up working just because of the Brigitte, even though the Reinhardt was shattered. There we go, Transcendence pop from Hanako.
And here comes the bomb right behind him. The hammer down goes from the left side. Vanguard does get nothing. Ooh, the hammer down. They didn't have enough time as the Diva Bomb went off for the hammer down, but here comes Mist with his as well, pushing more onto the aggressive, going to the front, going for Zeus, going for Hanako, gets Zeus, gets Hanako, and they clean it up. Absolutely dominant from Nevermore.
And they're going to grab the Demon. Wow. Are they going to even be able to touch?
They might be able to. Lucio's going from behind. Muffin gets on point, but gets stunned immediately and taken down. Panito comes onto the point, but he really can't hold. War gets him immediately. Mist takes down Ali, and they just just stop him. Nevermore is showing so much dominance here. It's just insane to see.
Yeah, this is not an even matchup from that attack at all. That was really dominant. The way they played those ults out and they were able to use them at specific times, not wasting too many, was so good for Nevermore. And to be honest, I don't even think Magna Ignis is to be blamed here. You just got completely outplayed. I don't think it was at any cause. You know, you ended up You grab bombed when you could grab bomb in the middle of the attack, 2 minutes in, which is totally fine. That's acceptable. Your Reinhardt charges the other Reinhardt, but the Brigitte completely outplays your bomb and basically nullifies it because there's no follow-up damage. I think the only thing coming from that fight that you want to take out is just make sure that your Zarya is high energy when you end up grabbing. That's one of the biggest points, because if your Zarya isn't high charged, you're not going to be getting as much value off of that. And your Reinhardt needs to be completely ready to swing on that grab.
Definitely, if you don't have your Zarya charged up, that's a lot of your damage coming in from a grab. Even if you have a debuff thrown into the mix, as soon as your Zarya is high grab, she can throw bombs in there or just do whatever she can, just laser them. But if she doesn't have that charge and she's just going in with a free graviton, you're not going to find a lot of value after that Diva Bomb goes off and finds nothing of value at all. So
yeah,
you really need that charge.
Off of the side of Magna Ignis here, we got a Goats, and then off the side of Nevermore, we're going to be running something a little funky. They're probably going to go for some swaps. They're probably going to... Nope, they're going with the...
going for the high ground on the top left. That is some... This is a little different, but I mean... It's not exactly a pirate ship. It's more just push the point as far as we can see with our sight lines and see what we can do there. But I mean, Ignis can't even touch him up there. Nevermore goes from behind with the teleporter to the left side. And Ignis is just hiding in the room.
We'll see how this works. They're really playing this slow, and Vanguard is trying to pressure the payload, but it's really not working out too well. Bastion isn't getting too much value here, but we'll see if Magna Ignis makes any mistakes at all. They're going to end up losing this map.
Definitely. Vanguard seems to be just pushing the point and switching around, but look, they got the high ground right there, and that's just open sight lines.
Behind you.
Nani, they have no shield, however, but War doesn't really care. He's just going to go down to the left side, go for the choke, and just hold the sight lines. Ooh, that's good, but Ali goes down as well. Vanguard out of mech, however, and here comes the tank mode. They're all on the left side. If War can get this, it'll be huge. Their Reinhardt also gets him. Vanguard goes down. Wywar gets Muffin. And, ooh, the hammer down gets delayed! That's hard to see. Mist goes down, however, though, so they lose their Orisa, but he gets right back up from the res from Luckbox. And there's the Graviton. The Zarya is charged, but there's not enough people here to help her with it. And here comes the Symmetra shield just to hold the point a bit longer.
Oh man, this Bastion is being pocketed so hard. The shield is backwards!
He has an Orisa hole and everything, and the shield is backwards. Oh no! Oh Lord Almighty! But he's popping off. Oh my! That was different.
That's a map.
That's a map, alright.
That's a map.
That's something.
Yeah. Like they were having fun coming into that map, and it was pretty fun. The first couple of teleports weren't really of value, but holy moly, when they started getting into things, wow! These left clicks from Essel, wow! That actually took some skill.
I love Brigitte. That was actually insane coming from Nevermore. I mean, at first we were like, what are they doing here? Why do they have a Bastion? Why do they have a Symmetra? Hello? And then we see him teleport two different places, like up the top right, out of spawn. Alright, that's a little weird. You don't really have a lot of sight lines.
Oh my god.
They go to the right, and you're like, okay. And then you see him go behind, you're like, Omaewa Moshinaru. And Ignis is just forced to go, Nani! And just gets sprayed out from behind. And they really can't do anything. That was just crazy to see. I absolutely love that, though. I love that kind of thing. Kind of like a trap card, you know?
Yeah.
Just not foreseen.
We'll see what happens with this pick and ban phase. It looks like Nevermore is going to be banning Ilios. That makes Magna Ignis be able to select the next map. There is a specific pool that Magna Ignis can select. They can't pick a escort map because Junkertown was already played. My gut says they're going to play Control because a lot of people like Control. They're double checking what map type they're at.
Seems like Ignis is requesting their coach.
They're just gonna double check what
maps they can play.
What map is suitable for them. Looking for a second opinion from the audience here. Audience. We can hear
What is
you,
your
even though it's
audience?
so
What's
low.
your favorite type of peanut butter?
We can hear
Audience,
you.
what's
Even
your
though it's so
favorite
low.
type of peanut butter? I'm sorry, that was
It's actually Jif, right? It's like definitively Jif, right? Nobody likes Skippy over Jif. Right?
I like Skippy over Jif.
Really?
Actually, you know what I like? This is not sponsored, by the way. This place.
I gotta leave. I can't cast with
No,
you.
Listen to me though. Listen to me, right? I don't think. Oh no, he laughed. I don't think Skippy's the best. But have you ever had honey roasted peanut butter? Have you ever had it before? Let me tell you, honey roasted peanut butter is superior to all peanut butter. I thought it was Jif at first, right? But honey roasted peanut butter, that's where the money is. That is the money.
I've never tried it before. I guess I'll have to try it.
You have to find it. It's the best.
Mm-hmm.
And I
what
always
kind of jelly do you like? That's the biggest one.
I think this plain grape jelly is always just the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think mango just adds a little too much funk.
Yeah, I think mango's a little too much. I like strawberry, to be honest. Grape is okay, but I've never liked grape that much because my dad hated it growing up. So we never bought it.
Why did your dad hate grape jelly?
I don't know.
Estimates in my head.
He just doesn't like the grape flavor. I think he likes regular grapes, but he just doesn't like the grape flavor. You know how it's not quite the same? Just like strawberry flavor isn't exactly what tastes
like strawberry.
Strawberry tastes like.
Honestly, strawberry flavor is superior to an actual strawberry.
I agree.
Fight me on that.
No, I will not fight you.
It's like if you're to hand me strawberry ice cream that tastes like strawberry, I'd be like, all right, this is kind of all right. Then you hand me artificial strawberry, I'd be like, the money. That is the money.
No, you're right. Gonna be saving a hero. Nevermore saves Lucio. It's up to Magna Ignis to ban a hero off of Nevermore side. They are going to keep that hero in check, so we'll see
also,
what
as
they
we're
do.
just bantering as we're waiting for this, Twitch picks to pick your MVP of the game. I know it's only match 1, but you can totally choose your MVP of the match. So I know it's only map 1. You might want to wait a bit, but just keep that in mind.
Yep, keep it in mind. Wait till map 3 or 4. Give it a little time. Just remember that it's there. We'll remind you after every map.
Smile.
Yeah. Waiting for Magna Ignis to ban a hero. Keep that in mind that a hero is banned, which looks like it's going to be Farah off the side of Magna Ignis, their coach final that we were just talking to. Was banning it out. So, yeah, Temple of Anubis, pretty good Farah map, especially on the first point. You got a lot of skybox ceiling to take hold of. You can get into it really hot. Temple of Anubis going to be the map, and this is super interesting that we're seeing a 2CP map for map 2. I would have thought we'd see Control. A lot of people like Control more, just generally. So seeing a bit of a swap up from Magna Ignis should be interesting. Maybe they have a specific strategy. Maybe they have a certain comp that plays really well on defense. Maybe we're going to see the Clockwork Vendetta comp come out. Any of you seen that comp before?
I have not. Can you explain to me and the fine viewers what that is?
It's a Risa Hog, Symmetra, Torbjorn, not Symmetra, May, Torbjorn, and then Anna, Mercy, or Bap. 2 of those 3.
2 of those. Ooh.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, Clockwork Vendetta, they're an EU Trials team. They're actually, if they win one more match tomorrow in EU Trials, they'll make contenders. They are undefeated in contenders, trials, and open division. And they only play that composition. They do not swap heroes. So it's been a swarm. It's been a bug that's been infecting EU ranked throughout this entire season. Everyone is playing Orisa in Europe because of Clockwork Vendetta, because it's so strong. So a lot of people are catching up to their hog play, and I honestly think it's going to be the next meta. So we'll see. It looks like we're going to see an Orisa Torb come out. This is basically like it, except it's a triple D. Oh no, Luckbox is going to play the Mercy coming out on defense. We're going to go 2-2-2. No,
finally.
It's
2-2-2.
2-2-2. Yeah. No,
oh
no Torbjorn though. That was kind of sad, to be honest.
It's kind of a monk ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, ever since Baptiste has been introduced, I've seen a lot of him just played in comp in general. And his immortality shield's such a big thing to just have on any team. You throw it around the corner, you just save your team from almost any damage. It's actually insane.
You win a team fight too. You get like one pick off and you use the immortality field and you completely win that fight 6v5. Like, you don't lose anyone. You never have a chance to. So a lot of spam damage coming out here. Yeah, we'll see what... Oh my god, Zeus gets taken out completely.
Yeah, I don't know how Zeus is going to run a Sombra into a Junkrat kind of thing here. You're going to try to sneak around, but Junkrat always has his traps around. If you're not careful with that, you're just going to get really messed up.
Yeah, we'll see what Magna Ignis can do, really, about this attack. This is a lot of pressure. Looks like we're going to see Genji come out from Ally as they round this left-hand side corner. Their Sombra's going to flank towards the point, apply some pressure, but Yerwar here is really going to have the pick of the litter. There's no Reinhardt shield, there's no Orisa shield, so you have free reign in this entire thing. You're not being able to pressure, really. Here's the dive coming in. Not too much pressure. That's all.
Goes for the hack onto Luckbox, but I mean, they really can't commit to that hack onto the Mercy. There's nothing you can really do. You really have all this spam damage. It looks like they're going to try to go all the way to the right side and around, but... Ooh, Vanguard does take Banito.
Yeah, that was a failed jump coming out from the Winston, and while the Sombra is getting some ultimates, is running low.
Ooh, Pyrotank does take down Uso.
Yeah, that's really good.
It seems like a lot of trading. Not too much is going on here for like a very big team fight. I mean, they're trying to come out here, but Miss is just keeping them back. Ali goes for the deflect. The tire could be big, however.
Yeah, as soon as he gets it, nano boosted, Pando coming out. Hanako going to use that up, but it's not getting too much value at all. His jump's not getting much. Yerwar goes down. Yeah, that's really good. Vanguard
getting more out of that fight. Vanguard out of the mech. Here comes the tire, however. This could change the tide of this kind of fight right here. Ooh, that's huge. Game Panito and Ali right with that tire, and Misty going for Pyro. More taking out Zeus. They won that fight. In the blink of an eye. That's insane. It looked like it was going really well. Yeah, you thought it was going to be really bad, but no.
Nope.
Seems
they
like
even used the nano boost too, so the blade here from Ally not going to get too much value. They have EMP blade, which could be useful. Ooh, Pando getting in, going to be forced to use the bubble. They're going to have to wait on that for the cooldown to come in, and then Pando's going to have to straight up use his primal right away coming into this next fight.
Yeah, it seems like Nevermore just completely just turned that around on its head. It's absolutely huge to see. Here comes the hacker over from Sombra. It does get 3 of them. Here comes the Diva Bomb. No shield. Doesn't find any value, however, coming from our good old Pyro the Tank, but that's fine. Panadol does have his Winston ult. He pops it off, going for whatever picks he can. So he's going in the back line. Does get War right out of that fight. And he's going to go right to point, trying to help his team. Here comes Tony with the Transcendence. Another Diva Bomb coming in from this time from Vanguard. Doesn't find any value, however. But that's okay, because they can really try to find anything else from East. Get that. Tire coming out right from the bottom. Can be huge if it gets boom. Ooh, it gets Hanako, but the Genji is still blading in the back line. Ooh, he gets missed out in the fight, but his blade is now over. It was actually a nano blade, so we really need to find some value there. Here comes the res from Lunchbox onto Mist. And Luckbox just gets it right back up, and it seems like Nevermore can bring themselves back from this fight.
Yeah, that's really being scrappy, but Luckbox dying means that they're going to hold this out. Really good reses and just really clear objective from Luckbox to stay alive during the Nano Blade. Making sure that his team is able to be healed up at the end of it. War is going to swap over to Doomfist, and we only have 10 seconds remaining left on the attack. Pyro's going to touch, but with the Discord on, is not going to be able to survive for a line.
Nail dive Doomfist.
Uh-oh, there we go.
Ooh, Nevermore really... they lose Isil, though. Nevermore really needs to pull Sane here. They're going to lose the point to Ignis, but it seems like that's just what's going to be. You have Tony and Vanguard holding a baby.
Vanguard? Tony gets fragging out!
Hang on! The Zenyatta might be able to hold this.
Come on, kill the baby. There we go.
Oh my god.
Kill the baby diva, I mean.
Okay, oh, that's gotta hurt.
Muffin.
He tried to stall him.
I'm just kidding.
It's not Charlie Niner. He got taken off
tried.
before he got to the point. But from that, you can see that Tony, with the damage boost of Barissa Bongo kind of thing and Vanguard, they had that little bit of extra damage so they could take down the Tracer and then just continue to hold that point.
Yeah, you know my favorite sound in all of Overwatch is the nano boosted Orisa firing. It's just like it's so good. It's so good. I love it. It's my favorite. Like I want on my team every game that I play Ana just because it's so satisfying to use that. I'm absolute trash at this game, but that being said, it's a really fun sound to hear.
I mean, they'll probably allow you in the talent takedown, but hey, you know, that's just me. Anyways, hey.
Ooh.
No shots fired. No shots fired, though. They all did pretty well. I was proud of them.
No, they did. Yeah, Brand popped off. You really... Did you help him with the sniping and everything?
We don't talk about that, all right? I got paid a large sum of money. and, you know...
He didn't play much. He didn't play much McCree.
That's what you think.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, 20 seconds left on this building phase, I guess. Weird comp coming out from Nevermore. They're going to be running... No, they're going to be running the same defensive comp that... Magna Ignis are going to be running the same defensive comp that Nevermore are running. So kind of interesting. Pyro on the Diva should be very good. We'll be seeing a Symmetra Bastion on the side of Nevermore, as we did last map. God, I love this comp. They're really trolling with this. I think it's great. Oh no! Morgan's taking it.
Hanako goes after Ward. That is brutal. But that Luckbox always has the reses on them. They just pocket this Bastion throughout. Are they really going to run this comp again? I think it's a little bit different without the Diva. Vanguard onto the Hamster. That is nice.
Okay, well, I want them to run it.
I just want them to teleport straight to the point, just set up in the blink of an eye. They got up to the high ground, blasting them down. There's nothing they can really do. The shield's going up there. Zeus looking for the shot, but he really can't find it.
Oh no, we're being taken low. Tony, stay alive. They're playing around these pillars very well. You get the Hammond touching the point, though. There we go. Oh my god, I'm right next to you.
They're teleporting everything. Here they are. They're right on top of him, going for anything they can, getting a massive amount of damage, going for everything they can. Zeus in the background with Muffin, just trying to find a pick as well, but they really can't do anything here. You have a Bastion.
Oh, the turrets!
Oh, the turrets! No! Oh, that's rough. That is rough, but Nevermore.
Alright, guys. It's 30 minutes in. And we're down to map 3. Can we, like, slow down a little bit? I want some competition. I want to be able to cast more. I haven't casted with you in a while, Noonie. Come on.
It's been a while, but oh my god, the turret's just right behind.
They didn't even do anything. Amazing.
Absolutely huge. I keep saying Lunchbox when I see Luckbox. It's such a unique name. My brain just can't handle. Yeah, my brain just can't handle it.
Are you getting flack from the chat?
We don't talk about that. Chat's gonna bully me. I mean,
I'm great.
Smile.
The chat thinks I'm cute.
Oh, chat loves us. Smile.
Aw, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's because I'm the best caster who's ever been. No, that's such a lie.
We're pretty freaking good. So, same thing. Map gonna be banned up from Nevermore. Map gonna be picked from Magna Ignis. Map gonna hero gonna be saved off of Nevermore, and then Magna Ignis.
It
gonna
seems
ban
like there's a lot of hatred for Widow. Everyone's just saying I hate Widow, and it makes me feel bad. Like,
Widow's fine.
But we saw that whole match.
Play a reset forehead.
But that whole match from Nevermore was actually huge for them. Every time you think like they're gonna lose the point, Esol or someone on their team would just... Esol just knew when to play Junkrat. He knew when to tire, he knew when to get the point back. And it was just crazy to see. They, you know, Ignis also had some great dives. They had some moments where you thought, man, Nevermore might actually lose this point. But Nevermore was like, hey, if we stay together, we stay grouped up, we can win this team fight. And that's what they did. They turned the fight 360 around. Just no one saw it coming. But you can always see just the tire come out or some extra damage coming in from Mist when he was on Orisa. Or even Tony, who when he just full held the point with, I think it was, it might have been Vanguard. I think in Baby Diva form. Yeah. In Baby Diva form, with the bongo, with the Arista damage booster, and they just held the point from 2 of the attackers, and then right before Muffin could touch the point, War came in with the Doomfist and just stopped them immediately, so they had no overtime.
Yoink! Yeah.
Just absolutely yoinked him.
Yeah. What a great match.
Honestly.
We'll be seeing the 3rd map shortly. Magnus going to be selecting a map. Oasis banned out from the pool. I'd really want to see a control map, but Final going to be getting the say. See what happens. Nevermore just seems so dominant, though, and their attack comps being completely different from their defending comps kind of scares me in this tournament. Like, they're definitely going to be really big competitors coming into next round. If they end up winning, the fact that they can move on to different comps and the fact that they're playing bunker and like not even stressing about it says a lot. It says, you know, I could dominate with pretty much anything. I'm confident in our play. Any part of our team can carry, you know, and because Goats is completely different from bunker in a lot of different ways. Requires less teamwork, but definitely more individual score, individual skill, and I feel like in sort of a way the synergy between the Arisa and the Roadhog, if the Roadhog is being played, needs to be top notch.
Definitely. I think Goats, you know, you require coordination, but Bunker, in my opinion, feels like it requires the most coordination, because you have to be set up with almost every member of your team to know exactly where you're going to go, exactly who you're going to attack, and exactly what you're going to take down. So when you need to teleport somewhere, you need to know your team's right on that. They know exactly where they're going to go, exactly where they're going to set up. If they don't, they're just going to get shredded immediately, and you lose that entire bunker kind of aspect, because you just get taken down, you lose your Bastion, you lose your shield tank, you lose your healers. What are you going to do after that point? You know, so in my opinion, I think Goats Comp, you have that coordination, you call out your targets, but it's less like, you have people who just like go after random people. You'll have a Zarya who goes after the enemy's Brigida and just takes her out, and she's not even needed in the team fight. So I think in my opinion, Bunker Comp requires more coordination, but I could be totally wrong about that. Might be some people run Goats Comp with absolute precision.
Yep.
But, you know, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, we'll see. Hollywood going to be the pick from Magna Ignis. Super interesting. We might not even see a control map in this series. Nevermore going to be defending the Lucio, which is super interesting. It means they're going to be going for the 3-3. Almost for sure. Magna Ignis going to ban a hero. Makes a lot of sense. If they want to counter the Goats composition and not play it themselves, they're going to want to ban either the Brigitte or the Diva, because those heroes cannot be swapped out from the Goats composition.
I think definitely the Brigitte, because you can run any other tank in place of a Diva, but Brigitte is such a key aspect of Goats. It really makes Goats what Goats is. You have your shield bash, you have your heals. You lose your Brigitte, your Goats comp just becomes a little less, I want to say it becomes more fragile. You don't really have that tankiness that Brigitte can just behold. Instead, you might have to go for a Zenyatta, who can easily get dived, but I definitely think taking the Brigitte out of the fight, or out of the comp rather, and banning her would be the smartest move, instead of banning, you know, Diva, who can get replaced with, I don't know, Roadhog, Winston, something like that. But I definitely think, yeah, banning Brigitte would be the way to go.
Ooh. Final from Magna Ignis, banning Bastion.
They saw what Nevermore was doing with their bunker comp and just want to completely stop that.
I don't think that was like a legitimate strategy from Nevermore, though.
I mean, if it was... I
think that was just like them flexing and being like, we can take you with a Symmetra Bastion. We're going to be giving it a second. Nevermore has some issues with their Star DPS. What's up?
That is such a weird thing to ban, is the Bastion.
It is. Especially because Nevermore saved Lucio. It's like, we want to play Goats. And Magna Ignis is like, okay, we're going to let you play Goats, just don't play Bunker.
Don't play Bunker. But Nevermore on point 1 seemed to have such a strong Goats comp.
They did.
Why would
And they're not getting rid of it.
Yeah, they're like, if you don't want to, like, Bunker comp is strong, right? Don't get me wrong. Yeah. They ran it both times. But I felt more of just kind of a joke strategy, or just a way, like you said, to flex their muscles and showing them what they can do. So that wasn't really their main comp. it seemed like Goat's comp is where they can strive as well. So why wouldn't you ban the Lucio, or ban the Brigitte rather? But, you know, if you're going to ban the Bastion, I guess they can't bunker, I guess they can't full hold. I mean, in Hollywood, I've seen some good holds on the top right. So, right on point one, I've seen some good holds on the high ground with the Bastion. So maybe that's what they're trying to aim for, but in my opinion, they should have banned Brigitte.
Yeah. I think either Brigitte or Diva was the choice. Either way, we're going to be moving on to Hollywood, which is one of the coolest maps in the Overwatch array. Not
Honestly,
very young, fairly classic map. Got a lot of things that we can do here. A lot of comps that can be run.
I remember playing this map back in 2016, and it was just like, all these maps in Overwatch are just like, now originals were so brand new at the time, and they just felt so different. And everyone was just striving to find out what comps they wanted to run, what kind of positioning they could take. Now you just have people base setups. Like, they know what they want to do. They know how the map plays. They know every nook and cranny.
Yeah.
But, you know, with Overwatch pumping out these many maps, I mean, come on, Havana's coming out soon. We'll see what people can do there.
Are you excited about Havana? Have you played it at all? Like,
I played it.
Not the Havana during the arcade, because they've changed it up a little bit.
Yeah, I played the payload map version of it. I can say it's definitely a really cool map. I think the second point, which is the inside of it, can definitely be used for some Torbjorn kind of play, some really close comps. I hope 3-3 doesn't... Yeah, Junkrat, definitely. I hope 3-3 can also do some damage there, but definitely on Hollywood, I've seen 3-3 run rampant. I've seen, you know, Bastion comps run really well, but we can't have that here as they banned one. So I guess, you know...
I really liked the last point, that like final point, the escort map there with it's like a huge rampart, right?
Yeah.
It's like almost like a castle, and there's stairs all around it at the point you got to complete it. That should be super interesting because you'll need to really dominate the team. It's very much like Rialto, and that you have to like kill them all at the same time.
Yeah, definitely just full hold them there.
Double goats being played.
Definitely 3-3. Ooh, what are they going to do here? Are they going to rush to the high ground? No, they're going to drop on top of him. Nevermore going right in for him. They get Pyro to tank almost out of there, but Isol definitely gets out. Tony does get Hanako, though, but misses down already. You have a 2-for-2, but you also have 2 of your tanks and 1 of your healers out. They really need to go there. There goes War right out of the fight, so your Zarya is already gone. Muffin, knowing what to do on that point. Vanguard's just probably going to have to run out of there, try to save some time, try to stall for a bit, or either just jump off point completely and reset. Because at this point, you lose that many people off your tank comp, you're done for. You have to go away and you just have to go and stall for a bit.
And this is Magna Ignis showing signs of life. That was a solid attack. They only spent a minute on it. They have very decent ults. They can go into this next fight right here outside the door. Looks like Nevermore are going to be able to contest this. This is a really good place to contest. Because if you can't get it through the door, you're going to be okay. Ally going to be using this rally hopefully soon. Pyro getting fairly low. Let's get ready to use it, guys, and we can engage on this. Tony just has his ult coming up. Vanguard, the bomb coming in from him.
Zeus also got the Graviton right back up.
Yeah, look at the difference between Pyro and Vanguard, though. This is kind of incredible.
Yeah, Pyro got almost demeched immediately as soon as Nevermore dropped on top of him. So it makes sense that he doesn't have as much ult charge as Vanguard does. But that's fine.
War running low.
You can really rebuild it here. They do have a lot of ults here. Here comes the hammer down, however, the shield, the Graviton, and the Diva Bomb coming in from Vanguard. Can it be huge? Doesn't find a lot of value. Does get, however, Pyro out of his mech. And Mist goes down for Ali. Takes him out with a pin. And it seems like they're just going to have to retreat onto Ignis' side. Just go all the way back. Luckbox has the beat drop as well as Mist with the hammer down.
Yeah, and that seems to have angered Nevermore a little bit. They've improved on that team fight from the last time. They used the rally grab bomb. The grab bomb really doesn't get a ton of value, but it did get Pyro out of the mech. Pyro still doesn't have his ultimate online for the next fight. We'll see what they can do because they Nevermore have support ults coming into this next grab from Zeus. Zeus running really low too. There we go, Zeus getting ready to fire the grav.
He's waiting for it. There comes the grab. Here comes the hammer down as well. And the beat drop. Ooh, there's a lot of ults here. That's a huge hammer down as well. Mist does get Ali out of the fight. Luckbox going for Pando. That is absolutely insane.
Yeah,
and War gets Zeus and Hanako's. Oh, that is. War is popping off. Gets Zeus, Hanako, and Pyro in one fell swoop.
Mist popped off too.
That hammer down was
Zeus,
huge.
Yeah, Zeus used the grav, and Mist was like, "What grav? You're on the floor. You're not going to be able to do anything."
Yeah.
So them holding this doorway is huge.
The hammer down to counter that graviton was absolutely huge, just making sure they were just immobile to anything. Mist pops the shield, gets the damage boost, gets blown back just a little bit. Tony pops the Transcendence, but they also get the beat drop coming in from Ignis as well. Muffin finally got it back up. Ali and both Hanako both have support ults up, and they just really can do anything here. Here comes the Transcendence from Hanako. Vanguard does get Ali. Pyro takes down Mist. So you have a tank down for each team. Zeus goes down by Tony.
As soon as the Zarya goes down, this fight is over. That was pretty close, all things considered, and Zeus did get a bunch of ult charge, but War got a lot more, and the focus from Nevermore, again, it's just better. You're getting the stuns in, the Discord comes out, these comms must be amazing coming from Nevermore, and they're playing a little bit cleaner. Have a lot more ults too in this next engagement. We'll see what Ali's rally can do in this fight.
Yeah, Nevermore has almost all their ultimates up compared to what Ignis has. Rally, Graviton, both going on point. Going for a very aggressive push. There goes Panadol with the hammer down, with the Diva Bomb, pops off, gets one, and they're just going all the way in. Pando down, back down. Vanguard popping off, absolutely. Wow. War has so much charge here. He can just do whatever he wants and no one can stop him. Mist going for that very long pin. That is such a good stagger coming from them. Nevermore knows what they're doing here. It seems like their first push was a little sloppy coming from the drop. I think you can hear Luckbox just going, woo, woo! But their first point was a little sloppy. You know, they dropped down.
That was a huge stagger, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely huge. But, you know, Nevermore had their really staggy drop. They dropped and they weren't really coordinating well. But this is where they turned it around completely like they've done before on, like, Anubis, where they stopped the entire team kill.
They just have the beat, though. Nevermore just have the beat. And we have the Graviton coming out from Zeus. He just needs to get his energy up a little more. There we go. Pando running really low. Holy moly. Is able to be pocketed up. Nice Graviton.
Here comes the bombs. Ooh, bomb gets a little messed up there, though, however. It's stuck onto the payload, and it can't really fly into the air. Here comes a Transcendence, however, from Hanako, just to delay the inevitable of his team going down. Pushing in from Nevermore. And here they go. They're trying their best. They do take down the Reinhardt. Mist goes at the Muffin. War still charged up. He's been charged since the beginning of this fight. And he's just going in as much as they can. Nevermore pushing into their spawn.
Wow.
Into
and that was your one chance, right? That was your one chance to grab bomb and get his value from it. But Pyro just not getting that value. And
Pyro couldn't get the value, however, because his bomb got stuck onto the payload as they moved it forward. So it couldn't get shot up in the air, couldn't get shot forward. It just got stuck behind the payload and couldn't do anything to find value.
Yeah. I think that was it. You know, Hanako's going to swap to the Moira here for some extra healing. But the Zenyatta is your shatter.
Mist. It's kind of huge. You have the Graviton, you have the bomb. Bomb pops off. Does it find a lot of value? Here comes the hammer down. No, it's huge. Finds a lot. Finds 3 in that fight. They go down quickly. Nevermore is kind of dropping at the moment. And it seems like Ignis knows this is their last fight. And they know they have to win this, so they're going to lose. They're going to have to stay on the overtime. But that was a huge hammer down coming from Pando.
Yep. Magna Ignis going to be able to push this in overtime. 4 people on the payload. Looks like Pando's looking for some more ult charge here. Going to try and boost up his Earth Shatter before the next fight. They're going to be able to contest, though. And, yeah, Nevermore have some ults. They have the rally to go, and the Shatter.
Rally goes off right now. Zeus does have the Graviton. They can go huge here. They go for the Graviton. They really need some damage in the win. They go for the pin. They go for a little bit of damage. Zeus seems to be, he has a little bit of charge right now. The hammer down does come in from Mist, however. Gets 4 of them right on the ground. They find 2. They find 3. Hanako goes straight down. Luckbox goes for Ali. And the Diva Bomb just to finish it off with a cherry on top.
Wow.
That
just
is
utter confidence coming out from Nevermore. Able to defend that from destruction at the last possible second. Great plays coming out from them. We'll see what they can do on the attack. That was crazy.
Definitely. We saw a lot of what Ignis can do from first point and from their last hold right now. We saw on first point, they saw that, you know, Nevermore got a little sloppy on their drop, so they went in full charge, full, you know, power. And they got him. They got the point pretty quickly. They did get stalled a bit on point 2, however. You know, not point 2 out. Not point 2, but you know, point 1 and then go into point 2 right here in this little corridor. Yeah, by the door. And they really kind of got stuck there.
Yeah.
You know, they
held the door.
really They couldn't push. Nevermore was holding very well, finding the way to get their ults, you know, to find a lot of value, and just holding with uttermost confidence, like you said. And then Ignis
Did you watch
at
Game
the...
of Thrones, Noonie?
I watched a little bit of it. You know,
okay.
I haven't watched too much. But
You
Ignis...
wouldn't know the hold the door reference then.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So many references from Game of Thrones, I just can't keep up. But we saw Ignis at the end of their fight, they saw that they couldn't do much. So they're like, hey, this is going to be our last fight. Let's just put everything we got into it. And Pando found a huge hammer down, and they found a lot of value out of that. And they pushed it pretty far from that, but Nevermore had that confidence. They had a little bit of ults coming up as well. So they went in full power once again and built up their ult economy, and then went in with everything they had and stopped them at right in their track.
Yep. So Magna Ignis here on the defense. Gonna be running 2-2-2. Ally on the Junkrat seems to be his forte. Zeus on the Ashe. A lot of long-range damage.
And
See
like
how this
chat,
works?
yeah, and like chat asked, Luckbox was on Torbjorn just for a little bit.
Oh.
They were all asking for it.
Oh, I wanted Torb. It's
supposed
fine.
to give him Torb, but it's
No,
fine.
They're gonna crush with this goats, and the 3-3 coming in. Nice halt. Gets a lot of damage on
Luckbox stocks right out of that fight.
That's body.
Ooh, that is. Don't look at his body. Goats is, but however, Nevermore is going all the way behind them. What is? Oh, you know what they're gonna do. They're about to go all the way behind them. They're really about to do it to him. And it's gonna be hard to see. Luckbox has to find a way to get to his team though, however, but it looks like they're not really focusing on him. Going from behind, is he gonna boop him off the high ground? He does! That's actually
doesn't matter though.
I mean, yeah, Zeus is kind of popping off on Ali, but you know, Zeus is going off on Ashe.
Play the game. Out of my face.
That is absolutely huge. It seems like Nevermore was gonna go for a really, you know, a full behind him comp, and they had a Luckbox set up to drop him, but Zeus just went in and just popped off, got 3 of them right out of that fight.
Yep. And Mist gonna swap to the Winston. Zeus has the Bob. You know, we have the Valkyrie, we have Tyre. Pyro has Bomb. Magna Ignis has a lot of resources to hold this. They can't use too much though. If they use too much, then Nevermore is going to punish them in the next fight. Or they're just going to outplay them, and the ult's going to get them much use. We want to see the Tyre come out from Ally about now, though. That's an ultimate you want to use between fights. But they're not going in. Bob coming in to contest the point. Interesting. Transcendence from Tony.
Ooh, Bob's already in there. There goes the Tyre. Doesn't find a lot of value because you have that Transcendence from Tony just doing all it can. Here comes the Diva Bomb, however. Could be huge, but doesn't really find value as well. But they're on the high ground. They really have to push the point right now. They do get the pick onto Mist. So you really need to fight point. Zeus finding picks right here. Here comes another bomb already from Zeus, who's doing a massive amount of damage just to get this ultimate right out of the gate. And that is huge for them. Ignis is seeming to pick up everything they have right here. They seem to know what they want to do. 2 bombs in a matter of like 2.5 minutes.
Wow. No, that wasn't 2.5 minutes. That was one fight.
That was kind of 2.5 minutes in my opinion.
No, it wasn't.
Well, I mean, in the point, you know.
No,
we got the first one. Yeah.
That was kind of crazy that he managed to get Bob, then recharge the Bomb, then use it in the same fight.
Yeah, another Bomb in about like, what, maybe 50 seconds? Tops?
No, it was like 30.
Yeah.
Zeus getting another headshot all the way up to 70%. He was at 20 when they just reset. So Zeus getting a lot of work done with his pocket pick. And I think Nevermore is kind of shook because they have a couple of ults, but they don't have too much. And Ally has another Tyre.
Yeah, like we were saying, they had a lot of confidence, but it seems like it's kind of trembling right now. They don't really know what's happening. They saw Zeus just completely come out of nowhere and just start popping off. So they really need to find a way to just distract him. Here goes Mist with the bubble, goes in right on top of him. Here comes the Graviton, but Ali is in the back with the Tyre, finds a 3-man. Absolutely huge coming from Ali. And Zeus is already popping off again. The Bob comes out once more, and he finds 2 for that. Bob wasn't even needed. Bob was just to show off.
20 seconds left. Magna Ignis with this defense. This could be a full hold right here. This definitely looks like it's just Mist with the Primal and Vanguard with the Bomb. If they are able to get 2 kills with the Bomb, I think they'll be fine. But if Muffin stays alive with his Valkyrie, this is going to be a win for Bomb coming in.
Bomb finds anything? It doesn't, but that's... Ooh, but it made Hanako use the grab. Ward finds it onto Zeus. That's their main damage dealer already down. Ally already gets Luckbox right out of that fight. Why War gets Pyro to tank. It could be huge for them. They have nano boost onto Mist. They really have to touch here. They can touch, but Pando is just going down quickly. Ale right behind him with Muffin. They're going for the rest of, and they get it on Pando. Just to stall for a bit longer, but it's looking a little bit rough for Ignis right now.
Ale is 1 HP. Yeah, it looks like Nevermore gonna take this fight.
That was such a good hold. And here comes the tower just a bit too late. Doesn't find a lot of value. But that was huge from Ignis. From what we've seen in this series, or this match rather, that was huge from them. That was just such a good full hold. Ashe was popping off. Zeus did so well on that.
Yep, we're gonna see a lot of swaps. It looks like both teams kind of veering towards the Winston Goats composition.
You only have 2 minutes to get to where they need to be, and they have no resistance at the door right now. They really don't have to hold the door.
They need to win about 2 fights. And I think that Magna Ignis need to hold them here. If this payload goes any further, it's going to be 1-fight territory.
Here comes Pyro with the bomb. Gets Tony right out. Ooh, that is...
Not bad, JPEG.
That's pretty good. 3 picks right out of that gate. Stops them from pushing forward. An F in the chat.
Not... that was definitely an F.
That was a 3-man. That was huge for them to do.
Yeah. Not bad. Stop the point there. You're going to move it backwards. What's up?
Buying Nevermore some time. You know, well, not buying Ignis some time. Nevermore is losing time at the moment. But it was a huge
20.
bomb.
Yep. Wow, Pando going really far in the back line, being stunned, taken down.
Ooh, missed. That's good, that's good. They go right for the dive. Mist going on the left side. Here goes Vanguard going on top, doing some damage onto Pyro. Ooh, and they get Muffin right out of that fight as soon as he went in a little bit too far. You only have 1 person pushing cart, however, so it's going to be a little bit slowed on how cart goes. But it seems like Mist is just going to go in and bully him with Luck Box. So he has the heals, he has a little bit of speed boost. He's S-Soul over there with him as well.
They're going to be able to touch. Zeus just respawned, so... Couple meters remaining. They got to touch, but the Primal from Mist is keeping them inside, and that's it.
And they get the point.
That's the series for Nevermore. And it was kind of anticlimactic, but a great play nonetheless from Mist to keep them outside of the point, to stall them so that his team could cap. Nice play from Zeus. Wow. Okay. Alright. Noonie, are you okay?
I'm just taking it in.
Kind of speechless.
Kind of taking it in. Also typing in chat, but I mean, that was none. That was huge coming in from Ignis, however. I know they lost that match at that point, but their full hold was actually very, very impressive.
Yep. Yeah, that full hold was almost worked. We're just waiting on whoever wants to come in from Nevermore.
And
make sure to pick your MVP in the Twitch panel on the top left. The series is over, so make sure you double check. We'll be tallying those very soon.
Definitely, if you know, liked how Pando played his tank, if you liked how Tony kind of held, you know, Nubis by himself, you like how Luckbox had those big beat drops, my personal favorite, honestly, it's got to go to Mist. He had some really good hammer downs on Hollywood. Yep. Those Earth Shatters were just large to see, and I think the one that really won me over was the hammer down. I definitely
agree with you. It was also that he was very like kind of patient with his shatters. He would wait for his team to shoot down the shield or for Reinhardt to die before using the shatter. Just get maximum value from it.
Definitely. I think Nevermore, they played a lot well. You know, they played really well in this. Ignis shows some signs of life.
Mm-hmm. We got Rari coming up from Nevermore. Interview very shortly. Rari, how we doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. Hello.
That was a pretty quick match. Didn't give us a lot to go with there.
Yeah, it was
pretty fun.
Yeah,
I hope it was fun for everybody to watch.
Definitely a lot of meme strat.
Kind of excruciating because we're like, oh, man, I hope this match is going to go the distance. I really want to cast some good Overwatch. Not like Stompy Overwatch, but like, you know, kind of close, back and forth, get a lot of time to cast. But
we try to make it exciting.
Make it look easy. You guys did, especially on the attacks. That was some solid stuff. Noonie, you have a question for him?
Yeah. Why did you guys keep running Bastion comp? Is that like your main comp? I just really want to know. I want to know if that's just a meme comp that just went too far, or if that's one of your main
Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know.
You gotta keep it
Let's see.
secret.
Who knows? I mean, it could be. Just gotta look out for that, you know? You never know when
What
a
a
team's just
cop-out
gonna pull out
answer,
the
huh?
sim bash.
That's such a cop-out answer. I really wanted, this is our main comp. This is what we run every day of the week. But you know what? I'll take that. I guess I'll take
I'm a
that.
little disappointed.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, I guess. Fine.
You guys
Keep your
really dominated, though.
Keep your secrets.
But I think because of that hole from Magna Ignis, I'm actually pretty excited to see what they do in the losers bracket.
Oh, they have crazy potential, yeah.
Yeah, they have
definitely.
really good
Go for it.
potential. We're going to be looking at... You're going to be playing the winner of Citizens versus... Who is that other team? They have a really weird name. SK Racunians. They both 3-0'd. Yeah.
SK Racunians.
Yeah, I've heard of them before.
I casted one of their matches. They have a lot of potential. They are really good.
Yep. We've scrimmed Citizens before. We're familiar with them. And I have some buddies on SK Racunas, or I don't know how to say it either.
Racunians.
Yeah, I don't even think they're players,
I'm
though.
looking forward to whatever happens with it.
Yeah, I mean, Citizens were in Open Division playoffs and won a couple games, too.
They're really
they just
good
got
team.
kicked out at the very last second. They were like 4th seed coming in, so... Are you guys
they're a great
excited
team.
to face them?
Oh yeah, I love competition. I love playing against good teams. Like, I think that is like just the best experience you can get in this game is playing against really good people.
Yeah, I feel like the competition, especially from watchers, has just gotten better and better. You guys... Every team looks like an Aptix from the past couple of tournaments, and now that there's a big prize pool, like, a lot of good teams are really hungry for it, and they seem to be putting in the time and practice, even though that Open Division is over. It's very interesting to see. It tells me that the Overwatch scene is still alive here. We got some meme questions for you after that.
I wasn't done with my real question.
Oh no, go ahead, Noonie. Go ahead.
God. How did you guys think, like, your GOATS comps, like, went against each other? Who do you think, had the more competent GOATS comp? From
Who was better at goats?
Yeah.
Oh, us.
Us? Okay. Well, that's kind of the answer I was looking for.
Yeah.
All right, you go ahead if you...
That was a bad question, Noonie.
No, that was a good question. Do you ever feel like you were threatened, though, with their comp? Like, at all?
Not really.
Not really?
I think our biggest weakness, if anything, would have been like getting maybe too cocky. Because like,
that's what happened
there's
at
a lot
last
of teams
map.
that, when they start winning and then they kind of just get cocky and then start underestimating the other team, I think that's an issue. Not just for us, but for like any other team.
Yeah. What did you think about the like hold on Hollywood where they just like ran Zeus on Ash? What was going through you guys' heads at that time?
It was good, but we just stayed focused. We never really let it get to us. We just stayed calm and one play at a time.
Calm, collected. That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you guys won that very closely. You guys almost lost that map. Let's be real here. The bomb wasn't effective. The Primal Rage didn't get too much value. The Nano Boost that came in afterwards was very successful. But it was just them getting out of position that really costed them that point. That was almost like, oh my god, is that coming through? We saw the Ashe come out twice in one fight, and we're like, oh.
All right.
Yeah, we might have a series.
I think they all played split on that last fight, and that's what really punished them the most. I think we stuck more as a team in that last fight more than them, and that's what costed them that.
Definitely.
Okay, last question. What do you think about their Bastion ban? That last map.
I'm upset. I wanted to play some Bastion, you know?
I love that. I love that answer. It's just like it's just some quietness, and then just I'm upset. I'm mad. I'm kind of angry.
Yeah,
It's fun. You
Yeah,
can't go wrong
definitely.
with it.
Definitely, I think if they banned the Vegeta, it would have been a whole different match. But banning the Bastion was a kind of a meme. I'll be real.
yeah. We were talking about them like either banning Diva or Brig because it was obvious that you guys wanted to stay to goats.
Oh yeah, that's why we saved Lucia.
Yeah. So, but I was like, why did they ban Bastion? Like, it's obvious that you want to play goats, and I guess it was like they want to break apart the memes. They're like, all right, you guys got to try.
Yeah, they don't want us on the Bastion.
Yeah, I
Save
think
your
they might have
secret
thought
strats for
that was
another
like
day.
your main comp, and they were like,
Maybe.
Yes.
Who knows? Like I said, maybe it is.
Scouted.
Maybe it isn't.
Maybe it isn't. Who knows?
Final 200 IQ.
Gotta watch the rest of the matches to find out.
Yep.
Next time
Well,
on
thank you
Dragon
so
Ball
much.
Z.
Thank you, Rari. That'll be it for this match. Got a match coming at you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Gonna be Baranau Infinity versus Skyburn Esports. Man of Class and Shy Guy gonna be casting that. They're gonna be casting the Magna Ventus versus Metamorphic game at 9 as well. So
Should be a good
stay
one.
tuned. Yeah, stay tuned to those games tomorrow. Thank you, Noonie, as always, for casting with me. You're awesome, and I will see you guys next week. Stay safe, and yeah, love each other.
Yeah, don't be mean. That's all I gotta say.
Have a good one, guys.